Hello, my name is Benjamin Hart. I'm an American attorney and the Managing Director of Integrity Legal here in Bangkok, Thailand. As the title of this video suggests, we're discussing visa runs and border runs. Now, this is kind of a refresher video. I've done videos like this before long ago, what seems like long ago. Well, at the same time, it seems like only yesterday. It's been about 2.5 years because visa runs and border runs have not been a common practice since we started dealing with the emergency decree back in March of 2020. Because getting in and out of Thailand was, in some cases, almost impossible, depending on the time frame you're talking about. And then it got progressively easier, although not without its own issues, up until now, where we're looking at the end of the emergency decree in October of 2022, and things are starting to open up quite a bit more. In fact, it's starting to look like what it looked like Q1 of 2020. The reason for the video, though, moving forward, I suspect I'll be talking about visa runs and border runs. And I want folks to understand, even though I've done this before, it's been years now, so I thought I'd make another video. I know people will say this is kind of a semantic point, but it's really not. In my mind, there's a difference between a visa run and a border run. So a border run is literally what it sounds like. You run to the border, you cross, you're stamped out, you stamp back in, you get another set of status, for example, a 30-day stamp or maybe a 45-day stamp now that we're dealing with new exemption stamp guidelines. But you just use the border as the mechanism to affect that extra status. A visa run, in my mind, is generally getting on a plane, although you could do it by land. A lot of folks used to do it often up to Laos. But basically, you go across the border in order to go to an embassy to get a proper visa in order to come back. So that visa may be a longer-term tourist visa. It may be a non-immigrant visa like a Thai business visa, education visa, marriage visa, any of the retirement visa, depending on the context, and then come back. So when I start using these terms in the future, and I have used them in the past, in my mind, I'm talking about two different things. A visa run is going to an embassy or consulate, getting an actual visa issued and returning. A border run is simply hopping across a border, hopping back in, and maintaining status through that mechanism. Again, I know it sounds like a semantic point, but what would lawyers be good for if not semantic points?